CBSE Science Class 10 Chapter 1 Chemical Reactions and Equations. Let us learn the chemistry chapters through questions and answers, which most of the students prefer. Note that PG here is for page, PR for paragraph in your textbook, and questions are in yellow color while answers are in white color.
One day a lab technician took out a strip of magnesium and then rubbed it well with sandpaper to clean its surface, then burned the same. It burned with a dazzling white flame. Why sandpaper is used? On the surface of magnesium, strip oxide layer is formed and it needs to removed very well, and for that sandpaper is used to rub well and clean that layer of oxide before burning. What happens when lead nitrate and potassium iodide reacts? Which kind of reaction it is? Lead nitrate formula is written as PbNO3(2) and potassium iodide formula is written as Ki. Now when both react, then lead iodide and potassium nitrate are formed. That means it is a kind of double displacement reaction. We have read the reaction about zinc with sulfuric acid. In case we use hydrochloric acid in place of sulfuric acid, what will happen? When sulfuric acid is used, hydrogen gas is produced and zinc sulfate, but in case hydrochloric acid is used with zinc, then also hydrogen gas will produce and zinc chloride will form. Fa plus H2O Fa3O4 plus H2. How to balance this equation? First we have to count the number of atoms on both sides. We find Fe, 1 and 3, H, 2 and 2 and O, 1 and 4, so now to balance H, put 4 before H2O and 4 before H2, and we see not only H but the O is also balanced. Now put 3 before Fe and the whole equation is balanced. A man was whitewashing a wall. The liquid he spread on the wall with his big brush was colorless, but after some time, around 6 to 10 hours, that colorless liquid turned bright white. How? When the liquid, that is actually calcium hydroxide CaOH(2), which is colorless, is spread on wall, after some time it starts reacting with carbon dioxide, CO2, of the air around and makes calcium carbonate, CaCO3, which is white color, and water, which evaporates in air. Some students and a teacher visited a rainforest. There was storm and rain before some time. One boy noticed the surface mud is cool but the inside of that muddy area is pretty warm. Why it is so? It is because during storm many leaves branches were thrown away on the ground and rain brought muddy water, and the vegetable matters like leaves started decomposing, which is actually a kind of exothermic reaction. That is why the inside is warm. Zn plus H2SO4 react, and make ZnSO4, and H2. What is salt here and why it is called so? ZnSO4 is the salt, and in every salt there is a metal part which is positively charged and there is a negatively charged ion. Zn is positively charged and SO4, the sulfate, is negatively charged, NaCl. The edible salt is also having metal Na, sodium and chloride ion. The bond is extremely strong ionic bond.
End of this part. Dear students, share your doubts and questions to this email, given below. The question answers of this chemical reactions and equations will be continued in the next video.